This video is not made for kids, it's for older fans and adults, so fuck off and enjoy the video.
Molly and the Big Bangs. Every year during the Harvest Festival, the Earl of Sodor holds a special firework display, and all the engines look forward to it. This year, there is going to be the biggest bonfire Sodor has ever seen. One morning, on the day of the display, the Fat Controller had come to Tidmouth Sheds to give the engines their jobs for the event.
Good morning, my engines. Are you looking forward to the Earl's firework display tonight?
We sure are, sir. This will be the best fireworks display ever.
I heard it's going to have the biggest bonfire ever.
I heard it's going to have a lot of guests coming from all over the island.
I hope I can take the fireworks to the display.
One at a time, please. Now then, here are your jobs for the display. Gordon and Rebecca, you two will collect the guests from a variety of stations to take them to Olmsted Castle where the display will be held. Yes, sir.
You can rely on us, sir.
Emily, you are to take the tents, tables and chairs for some of the guests to sit down on during the display.
All right, sir. You can count on me.
Percy, your job is to collect some wood for the bonfire. And Nia, you are to take food supplies for the guests to dig in.
Not a problem, sir.
Oh, okay, sir.
And James, you've got the most important job of all, delivering the fireworks to the castle grounds.
Yes, sir. It feels so splendid to be pulling the beautiful fireworks.
What job do you have for me, sir?
Thomas, I need you to head to the coaling plant to help Molly and Neville with their extra jobs today. As I always say, a railway can't run without coal, and this is a very important job.
Working at the boring old coaling plant? Yes, sir.
Cheer up, Thomas. I'm sure the Fat Controller will have something for you to do during the display.
Thomas didn't hear Percy. He wished he could help out with the display instead of working at the coaling plant. All the engines were excited about the display, but Thomas felt very left out. And then they all left the sheds to do their exciting jobs. Thomas chucked sadly over to the coaling plant. This didn't feel like an important job at all.
I wish I was helping my friends with the display preparations.
By the time Thomas arrived at the coaling plant, Molly and Neville were there waiting.
There you are, Thomas. What took you so long?
We've been waiting almost all morning for you. Sonny's at the steamworks being fixed, which is why you're taking his place today.
I'm sorry, you two. It's just I wouldn't stop thinking about helping my friends with the Earl's fireworks display. I wish the Fat Controller had given me an exciting job for the display instead of working at the same boring old coaling plant.
Easy for you to say, Thomas. I'm glad I'm not going to Olmsted Castle tonight.
Eh? What makes you say that, Molly?
Don't get me wrong. I like some fireworks that make pretty sparkly colors in the night sky. But I do not like big bangs. They make my boiler quiver.
Fizzling fireboxes! I didn't know you were afraid of bangs, Molly.
It's true, Thomas. Due to her shyness, Molly told me she's afraid of loud bangs.
There's nothing to worry about, Molly. Fireworks are fun.
I don't know about that, Thomas. I better hide away in Nafford's sheds until the display is finished.
Thomas felt sorry to hear about Molly's fear of big bangs. Just then, the coaling plant manager arrived to give Molly and Neville their jobs.
Molly, I need you to pick up some empty truck at various stations to bring back here. And Neville, you got to deliver some full court trucks.
Right away, sir.
As soon as we finish delivering the empty trucks, I'm going straight back to my shed and not come out until tomorrow.
If you say so, Molly.
Thomas and Molly were making their way along the main line. They were to pick up some empty trucks from various places to take back to the coaling plant. Just then, they saw Percy waiting at a signal. He was carrying flatbeds of wood for the bonfire.
Oh dear! I think that wood must be for the scary bonfire at the display.
Hello, Thomas. What's wrong with Molly?
Molly's afraid of fireworks, Percy. She dislikes big bangs in particular.
Sorry about that, Percy. I'm a very shy and sensitive engine.
There's no need to be sorry, Molly. We all know that you're a very shy engine, but fireworks are actually colourful.
I mean, they are fun to watch from far away, but up close, it gets really frightening.
Oh dear. I'm sorry to hear that, Molly.
Let's not worry about this, Percy. You've got to deliver that wood for the bonfire, though.
Alright, Thomas. I'll see you tonight.
Can we get a move on, Thomas? I don't want to think about fireworks any longer.
Alright, Molly. Let's get the empty trucks.
Thomas and Molly's first stop was Wellsworth, where some empty trucks were waiting in the sidings. Just then, Rebecca pulled into the platform to pick up her first load of guests for Ulfstead when she noticed Thomas and Molly.
Hi, you two. Are you looking forward to the firework display tonight?
I am, but not Molly.
Huh? What's gotten into her?
Molly's afraid of fireworks, Rebecca. They make her boiler quiver badly. She especially doesn't like it when they make really loud bangs.
Stop it, Thomas! I don't want to hear any more talk about fireworks.
Alright, Molly, just calm down.
Rebecca was puzzled on why her friend Molly was afraid of fireworks. Later, Thomas caught up with Molly, who was waiting impatiently for her signal to change to green, when James was approaching from the opposite direction.
Hello, Thomas. I see you're helping Molly today. Is she alright?
I will be once I finish all my empty truck deliveries today.
Sorry about that, James. Molly has a fear of fireworks, and she doesn't want to know anything about them at all.
I can totally see why she's afraid of them. I'm also on my way to the depot to collect the fireworks for the display. I hope this will be the best display ever.
At least Molly didn't hear you say that out loud, because she darted off again. I must catch up with her.
Alright then, Thomas. See you tonight at the castle.
Back at the coaling plant, Neville had finished his coal delivery when he saw Thomas and Molly return with their first load of empties.
Hello again, you two. Is everything alright?
No! I don't want to hear anything about fireworks or big bangs.
Calm down, Molly. It's okay to be scared of something.
What are we going to do, Neville? There must be something we can do to make Molly feel better.
Just then, the coaling plant manager returned with more news for the engines.
More empty trucks have been spotted at Maron. Send the drill, Thomas and Molly.
Alright, sir. Come on, Molly. Let's go tomorrow and get more empties. I promise I won't mention anything about the display.
If you're sure, Thomas.
As Molly and Thomas arrived at Maron to collect more empties, Gordon was there collecting his load of guests for the display.
Oh dear, Molly. Are you worried about going to the Earl's firework display? Surely the Fat Controller wouldn't allow scaredy engines to go there?
Please, Gordon, don't mention that to me.
Why ever not? I think fireworks are the grandest thing of all. Well, besides me.
Gordon, don't be rude to Molly. She may be shy, but that doesn't mean you have to tease her like that. I think Molly is a very special engine who needs special attention. How would you like it if the Fat Controller allowed her to pull the express?
Gordon was speechless. And with that, he puffed quickly away with his passengers.
You were very demanding, Thomas. Thank you.
The pleasure's all mine, Molly. Now let's get these engines delivered.
As the two engines came to a junction, they saw Emily and Leah pass by with their deliveries for the display. Molly still wouldn't stop worrying about the fireworks, even as Thomas tried his best to calm her down.
It's okay to be scared, Molly. I am right beside you.
I'm not quite sure, Thomas.
At last, Thomas and Molly had returned to the coaling plant with their last load of empties. Molly was glad the job was complete.
At long last, now I can go straight back to Nafford Sheds and not come out until the display is finished.
Now can I go to the old estate, sir?
Of course you can, Thomas. I hope you enjoy the firework display tonight.
As the sun was going down later that evening, Molly was making her way back to Nafford Sheds. As she stopped at a signal, we saw James up ahead, carrying the fireworks in his trucks.
Oh dear! I think that must be James pulling the fireworks.
And then, there was trouble.
Oh no, I've broken down. Again.
I will have to go and call for help.
When Molly saw that James had broken down, she felt sorry for him and continued on her way to Nafford Sheds. James didn't even look at her anyway. When Thomas finally arrived at Oldstead Castle, the Earl was looking forward to open the firework display and was wondering where James was.
Hello, Sir Robert. I've come to watch the fireworks display tonight. Is something wrong?
James was supposed to bring the fireworks ages ago, but he hasn't turned up. And now the guests are starting to arrive.
That's not good. Do you want me to look for James and bring him here?
Yes, please, Thomas, or else I'll have to cancel the display.
I'm terribly sorry to hear that, sir. I'm not sure if I can bring James to the castle myself, but I know someone else who can help.
Thomas passed across the countryside, but he didn't go straight to James at the signal. He was going to Nafford Sheds instead.
I hope I can get Molly to help James. She has to overcome her fear of fireworks and enjoy the display.
At Nafford Sheds, Molly was all alone. She didn't want to leave her shed until the next day, when she saw Thomas heading towards her.
Is that Thomas up ahead? He's going a bit too fast.
Molly, we need your help.
Thomas, watch out!
I'm so sorry, Molly. I didn't mean to scare you, but James needs help and has broken down while pulling the fireworks to the castle. Without them, the display would have to be cancelled and everyone would be upset.
That's not good. But I did see James earlier breaking down at a signal box. All of a sudden, he made a loud bang.
A loud bang? When I bumped into those trucks that rolled into the sheds, they made a banging noise too.
Maybe if I know that big bangs are common, then I guess I can get used to them. Bump those trucks again, Thomas.
Thomas did as Molly asked. The more he biffed the trucks again, the louder the bangs got. In no time, Molly eventually got used to the big bangs and wasn't scared of them anymore.
Are you still afraid of big bangs, Molly?
Not anymore, Thomas. With your help, I've gotten used to those bangs now. Now let's go and help James.
That night, James was still stuck at the signal box with the fireworks, waiting for help, when he heard Thomas and Mollie's whistles.
We're here, James. And look who's come to help.
Hello, busted boiler. You don't look very useful now.
What? Thomas? Why did he bring that scaredy yellow engine to help me? I thought he was afraid of fireworks.
She's not scared of them anymore, James. I helped her overcome her fear of bangs by biffing some trucks into her sheds multiple times.
So we're going to help you get those fireworks delivered to the Earl at his castle, or else the display will be cancelled.
James knew Thomas and Molly were right, and soon all was arranged. Molly buffered up in front of James, while Thomas buffered up from behind.
Are you ready, Molly?
Most definitely, Thomas. Let's get James to Ulfstead Castle.
When the track was slowly clear, Molly, James and Thomas were puffing as fast as they could to get to the Earl's estate. Soon they were working happily together and making good time.
We're approaching the slip tracks to the castle, so we'll have to go faster to get to the top.
At Ulfstead Castle, the engines were waiting for James to arrive with the fireworks, when they heard an unfamiliar whistle.
That doesn't sound like James's whistle.
If that isn't James who whistled, then who else could it be?
Wait a minute. That's Molly's whistle. She's come to watch the display tonight.
We made it! Good work, Thomas.
And good work to you too, Molly.
And I'm sorry for what I said to you earlier, Molly. I guess maybe you did overcome your fear of fireworks after all.
Good work, both of you. Now, let's unload these precious fireworks for the display to start.
Quite right, Sir Robert. I hope this will be the best firework display to remember.
Soon the firework display was in full swing. The rockets soared high into the sky, bursting into colourful stars. Everyone was having a wonderful time at the display, and Molly learnt that big bangs can be fun and exciting after all.
Wow, these fireworks are so bright. They make the festival more exciting.
You see, Molly? What did I tell you? Fireworks can be fun and exciting. In fact, they look beautiful. Just look at all the colours.
You were right all along. This is a fantastic display. I can't wait to tell Neville about it when I go back to my sheds when the display is finished. Most importantly, we're all really useful engines.
As I once said to James, we are most useful when we work together.
That's right, Thomas.
I'm so glad I've overcome my fear. Now I am a very brave and confident engine.